On the 91st episode of the HatTrick Sports Podcast, we are going to be given a March Madness update. We're going to be talking about some MLB and NFL news and signings. We're going to be ranking the top 5 college basketball teams with the most championships and end it off with some Hall of Fame. Yay or nay? Make sure you use code HatTrick Sports when checking out at w.gg for 10% off your order. Roll it! Welcome to HatTrick Sports, starring your host, Isaiah Carpenter. Bringing you the biggest sports headlines every week. This is the HatTrick Sports Podcast. March Madness has been a doozy. We are in the middle of the second round of the March Madness tournament. The first round was crazy. Not too many upsets, maybe one or two upsets. But for me, it was very interesting because I had Clemson winning it all. I don't know if you guys recall from the last podcast. I had Clemson winning it all, and they lost to McNeese in the first round. How does that even happen? But yeah, the first day was not good for me. I had Louisville beating Creighton, and Creighton ended up winning, and I had Clemson winning it all. But since then, I've been pretty good. I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the first 32 games. Not too bad. And then so far, I've only lost 1 of round 2, not including Clemson, because Clemson I had losing all the way. So I guess technically 2. But we're looking good. The bracket's looking good so far. Not sure if you guys could see that, but the bracket's looking all right. The Florida game just ended, and that was crazy. Florida was facing off against UConn in the first half. Florida had it. Then it was tied 31-31 at half. And then UConn had it all the way through the second half until the very end. Florida kind of took it away. And then UConn almost came back, but they didn't. I think they won 75, 72, 73. It was something like that. But we had that win because I have Florida going all the way to the national championship. I had Clemson beating Florida in the national championship. Now, obviously, Clemson can't win that. But I'm rooting for Florida all the way. I'm rooting for Florida to make it to the national championship and to win just because it helps me in my bracket just that much more. But I don't have an official team that I'm rooting for. I don't have an official college team for college basketball. So what I decided to do is, since Clemson lost, the way I'm going to choose my favorite college basketball team for next season is to have the winner of the national championship this season and root for them all next season. So I don't care if it's Tennessee, I don't care if it's Duke, I don't care if it's Florida, I don't care if it's a 5 seed, I don't care if it's 1 seed, I don't care if it's a Cinderella, I do not care. Next year, I will follow as hard as I possibly can the single team that wins this year's March Madness tournament. So, like I said, I don't care what seed they are. I will follow every player. I will follow every single thing that they do, watch every game. But they have to win this national championship. So they're not just playing for the national championship. They're playing for my favorite team next season. It's a huge honor, and I'm sure all of their nails are biting right now as they are finding out this major announcement that also comes along with winning the national championship. So, again, I'm rooting for Florida to make it to the national championship just because I had them in my bracket going to the national championship. But I don't care who wins. And I will root for that team for the next season of whoever wins. Again, I don't care if it's 1 seed. I don't care if it's a 5 seed. I don't know what the high seed is that's still in UCLA. Yeah, I think it's just UCLA as of the time of this recording. So like I said, I don't care who it is. But that is who I will be rooting for. What else news? Lock of the day. Been doing Lock of the Day for the last 360, 70 plus days straight. It has come and go with views and stuff. Some get 10,000 views. Some get only a few hundred views. It fluctuates. But what we are going to try to do with Lock of the Day is just shout out every single sports betting company. We have partnered with sports betting companies in the past before, including Omada Prize Picks, or I think it was just Omada Betting or something like that. We have partnered with sports betting companies and apps before, and we have gained the millions of views in the past. But what I have an idea is to partner with one of these sports betting companies with Lock of the Day. Again, these views fluctuate, but we can offer you millions of views using our platform with your platform, and we can really make your company grow and offer you more revenue. So this is the official announcement that we are looking for a sports betting app to partner with for Lock of the Day. Like I said, I've been doing this for over a year straight, every single day for a year straight, 360, 70 plus days that we have been doing this. Not going to miss a day. And if we are partnered with a sports betting app, we will only make them bigger and better, and the views will go up, and your bets will go up, and your app revenue will go up. So it works perfectly. So if any sports apps are sports betting apps or websites or companies are watching this, just hit us up, and I'm sure we can work something out, or we could try to work something out, because I am very interested. I brought up the idea, and I think that the idea would work. I think that working with another sports betting app, like I said, it has generated millions of views before. When about a year ago we were working with Omada and other sports betting apps. So all the sports betting apps, if you have any connections with any of them, tell them to hit us up, and I'm sure we can make something work. But that's just for Lock of the Day. Let's see, what else do we have to talk about? So let's move on to MLB stuff. Alex Verdugo has one down year, and now he can't find a major league contract. Doesn't make much sense to me, but Alex Verdugo officially signs, I believe it was a 1 year, $1.5 million contract with the Braves. He wasn't an all-star last year, but he wasn't horrible. Let's look at his stats. So he was obviously, he was with the World Series team that the Yankees had. They made it to the World Series. He was batting, what was his batting average? His batting average was 233, which is, again, less than average, a little below average, but nothing too absurd. How many hits he had? He had 130 hits. He had 621 plate appearances. He had a .8 wins above replacement. So, I mean, he had a positive WAR. He struck out 93 times. What's his on-base percentage? His on-base percentage was .291, which I guess is a little bit low. Slugging was .356. OPS was .647. Sure, he had a below-average season, but he's not that bad. I don't know why he can't find a major league contract. So the Braves signed him for what I believe was a 1 year, $1.5 million contract, but immediately optioned him down to AAA. I don't get it. I don't get if there was a physical that wasn't passed. I don't know if there's something personal. I don't understand what's going on with Alex Verdugo and why he can't sign a major league contract. But again, the Astros are trying out Jose Altuve in left field when they could easily have Alex Verdugo, who's played left field and is not going to make these dumb errors like the cheater himself, Jose Altuve. But I'm interested to see what happens if we're ever going to find out exactly an exact reason for why he couldn't sign a major league contract or why he didn't. But I mean, I think that it's a good pickup from the Braves, and I'm hoping that he comes out with something and does something more with his career. He's been playing since 2017. Since 2017 with the Dodgers. He did good with the Dodgers. Especially his last year in LA in 2019, just before the World Series team. But yeah, I hope Verdugo could find something. I don't really understand why he why he can't find a team. He's only 28 years old. I guess the only reason is he struggled offensively last year. But again, I don't really understand why he can't find a major league deal. The Washington Nationals have released their new City Connect jerseys, and I don't mind them. I feel like every City Connect jersey gets hate at first. The Astros one, I actually really like this time around. They had the Space City, which I thought was one of the best ones, but these National ones aren't bad. You see, they came out earlier this morning. The W under the W has like the Capitol building as the outline under the W. The blue threads will make their debut on the 29th. The stylized W, again, I'm kind of just reading on this as we go along. I don't mind it. I see the resemblance to the Capitol, to the U.S. and stuff like that, and I get it. They're in D.C., they're the Washington Nationals, the D.C., they're in D.C., you need to do some D.C. architecture and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't mind them. I don't get the hate. It kind of looks like a college uniform when you first get a look at them, like it doesn't look like a major league uniform, but again, no hate to them, no hate to it itself. I don't mind it. The Nationals are a nobody. Nobody's going to watch any of the games and watch any of these jerseys. But whatever. Do what you got to do. The Nationals' new jersey gets I think a 7.4. That's what they get. That's the official scale, is a 7.4. That is what we are officially rating the Nationals' new City Connect uniforms. Let's move on to football. Famous Jameis Winston signs with the Giants. Do I have the exact contract up? I don't think so. Jameis Winston contract. He signs, it's a 2-year, $8 million contract for the Giants. The Giants, again, I thought they were going to try to draft a quarterback, but Jameis Winston isn't a horrible option. It's whatever. I mean, the Giants aren't going to do anything this season. I think we already know that. But Jameis Winston, give it a few more years. Jameis Winston, how old is he? Let's look up some stats by Jameis Winston. He's been playing since, 2014? I think 2015 maybe. Yeah, he's been playing since 2015. He had that long time with the Bucks and then with the Panthers. And then now with the Giants. But he is 31 years old. Give it at it for a couple more years, and I think he's done. He's made himself enough career earnings. He has 1 Pro Bowl, not a Hall of Famer, nothing like that. But you can't hate the guy, famous Jameis Winston. I believe he went to FSU, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, and then had some time with the Saints, didn't he? He had some time with the Saints. But yeah, famous Jameis signs with the Giants for a couple years. Then you have the Saints re-signing Brandon Cooks to a 2-year, $13 million deal. The New Orleans Saints are reuniting with wide receiver Brandon Cooks 8 years after they traded him to the Patriots. The team hinted at the move on social media by posting a GIF, whatever you want to call it, of Cooks in the Saints uniform performing his signature Archer touchdown celebration before announcing the 2-year deal a short time later. Scheffler then later reported it. Cooks, he was a first-round pick in 2014. Spent the first 3 seasons in New Orleans, then didn't like the New Orleans kind of front office and team in general. And then, I think in 2016 he got traded. And, now he's back with them. Again, nothing special. 2 years, $13 million. Can't complain much about that. But I think what that means with Jameis Winston going with the Giants, you have Aaron Rodgers who met up with the Steelers the other day, and according to sources, according to sources, it sounds like that meeting went okay with Rodgers and the Steelers. Now, we all know Rodgers, he wants his attention. He doesn't publicly want attention, but he wants attention, so he's not going to sign for a while. But it sounds like with Jameis Winston going with the Giants, that Jameis Winston going with the Giants, that Aaron Rodgers is going to end up signing with the Steelers because they don't really have a great QB right now. And I think that's what it's led to with the Steelers. The Steelers are going to get either Joe Flacco or Aaron Rodgers. And I think that the Steelers would rather have Aaron Rodgers. But we'll see what happens. It sounds like that meeting went all right, and it sounds like he would be a good fit. I wouldn't mind it. All the Steelers are basically doing the last few seasons is getting other teams leftovers. I mean, you saw Russell Wilson and now Aaron Rodgers. Hey, I wouldn't be shocked if in the few weeks we see Aaron Rodgers signing with the Steelers. But that is all for NFL news. Let's move on to the top 5 college basketball teams with the most March Madness championships. So as we are filming right now, Duke is playing, and they are going to move on. But Duke is playing Oregon in the Sweet 16. Yeah, Duke is playing Oregon in the Sweet 16 as we are filming this right now. But let's go over the top 5 teams with the most national championships in March Madness history. We have tied. We have a tie for 5th place with 5 national championships each. Each, you have Indiana and Duke. They each have 5 national championships. Duke's going to try to extend that. Indiana is not. But Duke is going to try to end up getting 6, like our number 4 place, North Carolina, UNC, with 6 national championships. UNC was in this tournament. Let's see. They lost, I want to say. North Carolina. Where did UNC go? I don't know. They were in this tournament, but they are at number 4. North Carolina. UNC is at number 4. At Oh, I did that wrong. It's 1, 2. All right. Tied for. All right. Restarting that. Top 5 college basketball. At number 5, tied, like I said, Indiana and Duke. At tied 3rd, you have UConn and North Carolina, each with 6. UConn just got eliminated from by Florida just earlier today, just about an hour ago. North Carolina is out, so they are tied at number 3. At number 2, you have Kentucky. They have 8 points. Again, they are going to try to lead that again today. They are in the round of 16. They're going to face off against Tennessee later tonight, but they are at the number 2 runner-up. But the number 1 college basketball team with the most national championships with 11 is UCLA. Now, they are not in it right now, but 11 is quite a bit. So those are your top 5 college basketball teams with the most national championships. Let's move on to our over-unders. Let's move on to more MLB news. Brett Gardner's son unfortunately passed away, it sounds like, on Friday night or Friday morning. So Brett Gardner has a 14-year-old son, and apparently he was very sick and unfortunately passed away in his sleep Friday night. I don't care if you're a Red Sox fan. I don't care if you're a Yankees fan. I don't care if you like Brett Gardner. I don't care if you didn't. I don't care what your thoughts are on Brett Gardner. This is a horrible situation for the Gardner family, and honestly for the Yankees family and fans. I mean, Brett Gardner was kind of known for his angry kind of attitude. He did his thing with New York. He was that guy. He was a great teammate for the Yankees. But to hear that his son passed away in his sleep at 14 years old is devastating for all Yankees fans. I mean, gone way too soon. All of our wishes are with the Gardner family. I mean, I can't, that's just a horrible loss. It's a horrible loss. Nobody should ever have to lose their 14-year-old son. And it's sad to see her. I'm hoping it was peaceful. It sounds like he just passed away in his sleep. I know they have a lot of questions. I know they probably want a lot of privacy and stuff like that. But, I mean, best of wishes to the Gardner family. It sucks to see. It sucks to see Brett Gardner losing his 14-year-old son. I mean, it's just a horrible, horrible thing to happen to the Gardner family. So we're thinking about the Gardner family now. It's just sad to see. It's just sad to see. It was just broken this morning. It was announced this morning that it happened, and it's just been on my mind all day. But let's move on to our sponsored segment, W Energy. So, with March Madness here, it goes all the way till pretty much midnight. MLB season is rolling around. You're going to have teams playing till 2 o'clock in the morning if you live on the Eastern time zone. So, what you do is you get a scoop of W, the best energy drink in all of the land. You pop it. You take a scoop. It's just a small scoop. You put it in this bottle, shake it up. And just like that, you are energized for the rest of the night. Sure, you got school and work in the morning, but with W Energy, you can feel energized doing that. You won't have any jitterness or shakiness after drinking this. Let's read this. It's a jitterless energy drink. My favorite flavor is probably the passion fruit one, the one we have right here. The passion fruit juice sauce, that's my favorite one. I think the highest ranked is at 9.3 out of 10. It's good. You can get it for 10% off if you use code HatTrick Sports when checking out at w.gg. Saves you some money, helps us out, and it all works out. All right, I think we are going to do some MLB over-unders for the 2025 MLB season. Let's move on to this tab. But these are your 2025 MLB season over-unders. Will the Los Angeles Dodgers win over or under 103.5 games? I am going to go with the over. This is the best team that the Dodgers have seen in the history. I mean, they just have all the all-stars. They have all the starting pitching. They have 5 aces. We have never seen a team as good as the Dodgers, so give me the over. Will the Atlanta Braves score over or under 245 home runs as a team? I'm going to go with the under. They are highly overrated this season. I don't think Acuna is going to be as good as he was 2 years ago coming off the injured list. It's a horrible line. Give me the under. Are the Mariners' team strikeouts by pitchers going to be over or under 1,450.5? Give me the under. I mean, their rotation isn't that good. I mean, 100. How many is that a game? Divided by 162. That's 8 strikeouts a game. I'm going to go with the under. I think it's a good line. I think it's going to be close, but give me the under. The Mariners just aren't going to be that team this year. Will Shohei Ohtani score over or under 40.5 home runs this season? I mean, he scored, 53, 54? I think he ended up with 54 last season. I was there at his 50-50 game. He is going to be even better this year. He's going to try pitching. I don't think it's going to work out as well as people think, but he is going to score well over 40.5 home runs this season. Will Ronald Acuna Jr. steal over or under 55.5 bases? 2 years ago, he stole 70 bases, and then he was on the injured list. He's going to be worse. He's not going to be as fast. They're going to be cautious with him. Give me the under. And the last one, will Elly De La Cruz strike out over or under 32.5% of the time? I mean, he struck out a lot. I'm going to go with the under. I don't think he's going to strike out that much this season, but in the past, he has struck out quite a bit. So those are your 2025 over-under bets. All right, let's move on to my favorite segment, Hall of Fame, yay or nay? All right, Hall of Fame, yay or nay? Who are we doing today? None other than... I have not picked one yet. None other than... let's do... Justin Fields, just first player that comes to mind. Justin Fields. Not over, Hall of Fame, yay or nay, Justin Fields. He's only been playing for, 5 seasons. He hasn't won any MVPs. He's only been playing for 4 years. He's done his thing, though. He's done his thing the last 4 years. Never led the league in anything except for sacks in 2022 when he was with the Bears. And then it's just an A. That's on me. That's not on Fields himself. I forgot to choose a Hall of Fame yay or nay until right now, and that's just on me. I gotta take the blame for it. It's an A. He's not yet, but that it's just an A. So thank you guys for watching the 91st episode of the HatTrick Sports Podcast. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. You can listen to us wherever you can listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, YouTube for all the visuals. And we will see you guys next week for episode 92.